Last weekend for me was pretty much dedicated to man's best friend. In this video, I'll show you the highlights. We went to a place called Chateau by the Sea, which is literally a chateau by the sea. We were there because my mom had an event, so we just tagged along, especially because they allowed dogs, so we brought with us Yue. This was actually my first time there, and I couldn't wait to let Yue start exploring. But before that, we got there pretty early in the morning, and so I had to feed her breakfast. As some of you guys know, Yue likes to be hand-fed, so we were sat there for a bit. It was definitely her day that day. It's not every day that Yue gets to play in a big open grassy field, unfortunately, so whenever she does, we just let her go nuts and run around to her heart's content. Which doesn't take very long, luckily, because she's not as high energy as a lot of other dogs. Like in this clip, it's me trying to play with her and she's just not having it. In this place, we also could have gone swimming if we wanted to. We actually brought our freediving gear with us if we wanted to freedive, but it was scorching, so I did not feel like swimming. For a majority of the time, we just stayed under a big tree. But believe me when I say, Yue definitely got her wiggles out that day, and then some. We also took a bunch of pictures, and you guys will have already seen them if you follow me on IG. I posted some on my story and some as an actual post. This was her after a few hours of going around and exploring. We were there for the majority of the day, so she missed her nap time, which is usually around noon. So we just let her rest on the freediving buoy. We didn't use it anyway. So at least we got to use it for something that day. Now, this was me, a few hours after looking after Yue. I was pretty hungry. We had a ton of food because mom's event had catering, and so I just helped myself. So here I am stuffing my face, and it's not a pretty sight. I'd also just like to point out before anyone says anything, those are not earrings. Those are sequin sticker things that my sister put on my ears, and I completely forgot they were there. I don't even know how they held on for that long. Your boy is a pretty sweaty boy. So yeah, not earrings. And no, I don't ever see myself getting anything pierced. And off to the other side of the beach, there was a different group playing a very interesting game of beach volleyball. Never seen anything like it, but it was pretty amusing. And like I said, it was scorching that day, so this was the state of me when we got home later that day. Easily the worst sunburn I've ever had, or at the very least, the worst that I can remember in recent years. My arms looked like freaking lobsters, but as long as Yue had a good day, everything was worth it. Sunday. On this day, I watched a dog show for the first time. I mean, honestly, I didn't really watch the show itself because it is pretty boring if you don't know all the rules and criteria of judging and things like that, which I don't. So we mainly just walked around and admired all the dogs as they were getting ready and some of the ones competing and all that stuff. And by we, I mean my girlfriend and my sister. And a lot of the clips that you're seeing was actually filmed by my sister. Coming to the dog show was actually my girlfriend's idea because she loves dogs, and so she just wanted to watch the show and go around asking the different breeders for their information and calling cards and stuff like that for future reference. And I was just behind her following wherever she went. She's very much the social butterfly in their relationship, and everyone that knows me knows that I'm a recluse, so it's a very interesting dynamic. But it was a pretty fun experience. There were a few breeds participating in the show that I had not seen in person yet. I've only ever seen them online, such as boxers, bull mastiffs, and a bunch of other breeds that I don't even know the names of. But there were also a lot of the more known breeds amongst normies, like your golden retrievers, your huskies, your pomeranians, your corgis. So yeah, I'll just give you guys a little montage of some of the clips we were able to film at this show. Pausing the montage here to tell you guys that this pup here looks very much like my Yue when she was tiny. She was pretty much that exact color, and her ears hadn't stood up yet when she was younger, so very similar to that dog, which is cute. And of course, all this talk about dogs, my favorite dog of all time was there as well. My Yue was there, except I didn't let her get close to the show because I didn't want to cause any disruptions. Because Yue is pretty vocal whenever she wants to go near dogs or like talk to them or whatever. So I didn't want to cause any disruptions or anything like that so the show could go smoothly. And so we kept her a pretty good distance away from the show, but I think she still had a good time just exploring this new mall where the show was held. It was a newly opened mall that we had never been to at that point. Now to end off, here's one of the Pomeranians being funny. So that was my dog-filled weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like this video. For more vlogs like this, you can click the card up there, or the link as always is down below. And that's been it. I'll see you guys next week. I'm out. Peace. Hwah!